Did you know it's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now at fullerdigital.net? No more searching. One place for all your live streams. fullerdigital.net. Home and away. If we're covering your team, the live stream videos are at fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the stream. Thank you for viewing the FPS live streams, and thank you for sharing it with your friends and family so they can find the games too. fullerdigital.net.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carter Norris with Fuller Digital Solutions, and we've got some out-of-conference softball action coming at you tonight as the hometown River Valley Wolverines take on the traveling Sioux Central Rebels. Should be a very intriguing matchup here for both sides. Hometown Wolverines tote a record of 12-7, while the traveling Rebels come into town. Excuse me, having some technical difficulties here with the camera. These might be reoccurring throughout the night. But the Rebels come into town with an 11-4 record. Hopefully we're not running into these problems all night. Not sure what's going on with the camera here, but it will be Bryn Weber leading things off here for the Rebels. Center fielder here, 481 hitter on the year, so certainly capable of making some damage with the bats. She fouls one back there for 0-1. Second pitch misses upstairs. Evens the count up at 1 apiece. One pitch here on the way from Pry, fouled back there by Weber. So now Weber's got to protect the plate here. 1 ball, 2 strikes to her. Anything close, you got to pull the trigger. She steps in here. Left-handed center fielder here for the Rebels. Pitch on the way from Pry. That one, check swing. Missed the zone, not sure where, so now it'll be 2-2 here to Weber. Tough one to lay off there if you're her. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Pry on the way, outside. Just like that, the count is full here to the leadoff batter. The 3-2 here on the way. Big pitch coming, fouled back. And we've got a battle here with the first batter of the night. Wolverines have got Pry in the circle as she normally is. Allender behind the dish. Weber here at the plate. 3-2 pitch here on its way. That one catches the corner, called strike 3. And the leadoff batter goes down on strikes for the first out of the evening. Brings us now to Brady Kreger. 447 hitter on the year, and these first 3 batters, I should say, for the Rebels, certainly powerful. Weber comes in with a 481 hitter, Krieger here with a 447, and Casey is up next in over there in the circle, and she's got a 500 average. But here we've got a 1-0 count, make that 1-1 now after Pry puts one right down the pipe. Ones across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here to Brady Kreger, the pitcher for the Rebels. 1-1 pitch, fouled straight up and back. 1-2 now to her. One, 2 here on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Pitches dropped. Allender fields it, makes the throw, and airmails it over the head of Getch, and that's going to cost the Wolverines, man. That one's got a sting. Takes away a strikeout there from from Pry. So now we've got Kendra Casey coming to the plate here. 500 hitter coming to lay down at butt, pulls it back. The throw on the way to Allender, and it's in the dirt. So just like that, off the mistakes, the Rebels have got a runner in scoring position over there in Kreger. Pitch misses the corner there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here to Casey. Run over there in scoring position. 1-1 pitch is given a hard hit ball into left, and that is gone. A home run for Kendra Casey. And that ball was driven into left. And just like that, it is 2-0. The Rebels jump out up on top here early in this top half of the first. 2-run home run there for Kendra Casey. Bats .500 on the year, and she's showing off how she does it. See, we're having more camera problems. Berkeley Johnson comes to the plate and fouls one off. And this might be the problem all night. The 0-1 there is driven to left and just foul. It made its way over the fence. These Rebels are coming out and just drilling the ball, but instead it'll be 0-2 here now to Berkeley Johnson. Excuse me, Johansson. Left fielder here, 372 hitter on the year. 0-2 count to her. Pitch on the way in the dirt. For 1-2 now. As I mentioned, we are having some camera problems. We might just have to shut her down here about every 5 or 6 minutes or so, and it'll come right back on, but might be a little annoying for viewers. 1-2 pitch misses upstairs there now for 2-2 here to Berkeley Johansson. Two and 2 here to Johansson. No runners aboard, 1 out. 2-2 pitch here on the way. That one fouled back. Another 2-2 pitch here on the way. Pry to Johansson in the dirt. 3-2 now. Full count here to Johansson. Big pitch on the way. Wolverines trying to stop the bleeding. Fouled off. Three-two here on the way. That one driven foul. As Johansson is battling here at the plate, trying to stay alive. Another 3-2 pitch here on the way shortly. Three-two pitch upstairs, ball 4. So Johansson is aboard there with a walk. Wolverines trying to find their way out of this inning. Still an out up on the board. Brings us now to Morgan Christian, shortstop here for the Rebels. 300 hitter on the year. Bats right, steps in, looking to lay down a bunt, pulls it back. Looks like Johansson took off and stole there, but no throw. So now they've got a runner over there in scoring position in Johansson. And a 1-0 count here to Christian at the plate. 1-0 pitch here on the way. That one catches the corner. Evens it up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Johansson over there at second. Allender behind the dish. Pry throwing to her. 1-1 pitch fouled off for 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch misses upstairs for 2-2 now. Two on the way, foul off. Another 2-2 here on the way. To Christian. Upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. Run over there on second, and that is Johansson. She reached first on a walk and stole second. 3-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Wolverines needed that one. Puts 2 outs on the board. Brings us now to Presley Peterson, right fielder here for the Rebels. 381 hitter on the year. Still an opportunity to pick up an RBI with that run over there on second. First pitch swung on and missed for 0-1. Here comes that auto power off again for the camera. So we are not sure what the issue is. The 0-1 misses the corner. Runner breaks. Safe. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. Johansson's certainly in scoring position over there at third. Swing and a miss there for 1-2 now to Presley Peterson. Three-two pitch there, 1-2 pitch up at the elbows, and that's going to hit her. She will waltz over there to first, and just like that, the Rebels not done yet. Runners at the corners here, 2 down. Brings us now to Avery Wilson, designated player. Bats here in the 7th spot for the Rebels. Where's number 7? First pitch right down the pipe. Runner breaks for second, makes it there, no problem. Getting word now, we're just going to have to broadcast here without the camera, so it's just going to be play-by-play here for the rest of the way. Apologies for the inconvenience. As the 0-1 misses there for 1-1. 1-1 pitch, little chopper back to Pry, who fields it and makes the throw to first to retire the side. So Rebels strike first, scoring 2 runs thanks to a 2-run home run from Kendra Casey. And that is the story this far. We'll see how the Wolverines can respond. We'll go to the home half of the first. This is Carter Norris with Fuller Digital Solutions, and we'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Come on back to the Backdraft in Holstein. They have enjoyed and will continue serving you the finest in Backdraft to go. But you deserve a night out, a night away from home, no dishes after your meal, and a family-friendly social atmosphere. Sometimes getting out of the house is just better. And it's always better with the Backdraft menu. Pizzas, burgers, prime rib. Time to come on back to the Backdraft in downtown Holstein and extinguish your hunger.
For any team to be successful, you need the right components and have those components work together. Then you'll have built something that will last. Correctionville Building Center in Correctionville is that type of business. The best materials will ensure anything you build, from a deck to a house, will stand the test of time. Add to that top quality tools and tool rental, and you have a winning combination. From start to finish, you'll get no less than the best materials, tools, and service. So for your next project, see the experts at the Correctionville Building Center. And good luck to the River Valley Wolverines.
We are back here in Correctionville. Apologies for the technical difficulties, having some sort of computer problems here on our end. And it is going to be just audio here from here on out. Camera's not in operation, so we're just going to have to deal with my voice for the rest of the way. Didn't miss much. Still 3-0 here in Correctionville, going to the bottom half of the third. Been a speedy game up until this point. It will be back to the top of the lineup here for the Wolverines with Maya Dossel leading things off. Reached first on a walk in her last go-around. Ended up being stranded over there on third. See if she can swing the bat here. Left-handed batter steps in. First pitch upstairs for 1-0. The 1-0 pitch up and away there for 2-0 now. 2-0 pitch here now on the way to Dossel. That one misses the corner there for 3-0 now. Dossel maybe trying to repeat her walk back in that first innings. It is now 3-0. See if the bat comes off the shoulders here. Pitch, that one in the zone for 3-1 now. So we have a hitter's count to the leadoff batter in this home half of the third. Pitch low there in the dirt for ball 4. So Dossel will reach first on a walk for her second time of the evening. Brings us now to Elena Getch, right fielder, .466 hitter on the year. Single in her last go-around. See if Dossel wants to try and steal here. First pitch on the way. Misses just a touch upstairs for 1-0. Pitch catches the zone there for 1-1 now. Good pitch there from Brady Kreger. See if she can replicate it here. Steps in. On the way. Swung on. Flipped over to short. Makes the tag. Makes the toss. Double play. Looks like they're having a little bit of a discrepancy here. Dossel saying she missed the tag. Umpire not really sure what happened there. She comes back in. Now both umpires conferring here. Trying to figure out what happened here, and they're going to say Dossel was tagged over there at second by Emma Smith. So now it's 2 outs on the board. That one's got a sting there for the Wolverines. It'll now be Izzy Deeds here in at the plate. First pitch misses low to her for 1-0. 1-0 pitch, swung on in, missed for 1-1 now. One ball, one strike, 2 outs here to Deeds. Pitch on the way to Kreger. Just catches the corner. 1-2 now to Deeds, so now you got to protect. 2 outs on the board and no runners on base. 1-2 pitch on the way. Just missed the corner there for 2-2 now. Twos across the board. Pitch on the way from Kreger in the dirt. Full count here now to Izzy Deeds. Full count, pitch on its way. Kreger to Deeds. Just misses upstairs there. Ball 4. So Deeds will reach first. Good eye there. Didn't miss by much. So Deeds will reach first on a walk. Brings us now to Maddie Thomas. Fly out victim her last go around. 226 hitter on the year. First pitch to her catches that lower left corner for 0-1. The 0-1 swung on and missed for 0-2. Runner breaks for second. Deeds on the way and makes it safely there. Casey was trying to gun her out over there at first. Ball couldn't quite be held in by Larson. So just like that, the Wolverines have got a runner possibly in scoring position with an 0-2 count here to Maddie Thomas at the plate. One over there on second, that's Izzy Deeds. So here comes the pitch from Kreger. 0-2, swung on and missed, strike three. And just like that, we will go to the top half of the fourth. Speedy moving game here. Having a little trouble with our advertising as well, so we're going to take a quick break and be right back with the top half of the fourth. We are right back to the action here in Correctionville with Avery Wilson swinging and missing there for an 0-1 count now to her. Pry still inside the circle here for the Wolverines. 0-1 pitch, misses the corner for 1-1 now. Top half of the fourth here. Rebels up on top 3-0. 1-1 pitch upstairs there for 2-1 now. To Avery Wilson. 2-1, misses up and away there for 3-1 now. It's a hitter's count to Wilson, the DP here for the Rebels. 188 hitter on the year. So we'll see what she does here. Certainly has the green light. 3-1 count, hitter's count. Pitch on the way here from Pry. One, check swing. They're going to say she went for 3-2 now. Instead of a hitter's count, we now have a full count to Avery Wilson, leadoff batter here in this top half of the fourth. Pitch on the way. Little grounder to Deeds, makes the play, makes the throw for out number one. Now to Hallie Larson. And she is going to pop up the first pitch. Pry has to take some steps forward to make the grab for out number two. Wolverines got to love those. One pitch outs. Keeps the game chugging right along. So it will now be Natalie Larson coming to the plate here. 421 hitter on the year. So as a 9-spot hitter, maybe one of the more capable in the business, she's going to send a little grounder over to Law, who makes the toss to Getch to retire the side. Another one pitch out there for the Wolverines. So just like that, we will now go to the bottom half of the fourth. We'll take a short break and be right back with the action. We are right back to the action here in Correctional, and it will be Claudia Pry, the pitcher, leading things off here for the Wolverines. Home half of the fourth here. 5-spot hitter for the Wolverines. Down on strikes in her last go-round. Do something different here. 385 hitter on the year. First pitch to her, misses the corner there for 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, fouled back for 1-1 now. Brady Krager still inside the circle here for the Rebels, and for good reason. Still a goose egg up on the scoreboard for the Wolverines. She catches the corner there for 1-2 now. One-two, grounder down the first baseline, foul. Count will remain 1-2 now. Another 1-2 pitch here on the way. One swung on and missed. Strike 3 for Claudia Pry. As Kreger continues to have all control inside the circle for the Rebels. Brings us now to Addison Getch, first baseman for the Wolverines, as she has to duck out of the way there. Kreger threw one upstairs for 1-0. Getch, a .231 hitter on the year. I mentioned plays first here for the Wolverines. 1-0 pitch. Kreger having no trouble cracking the zone there. She puts it right down the pipe for 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch, fouled straight down, 1-2 now. Getch strides back into the plate here. 1-2 pitch on the way, fouled off. Getch trying to stay alive here at the plate. 1-2 pitch here on the way. That one sent back up the middle. Shortstop makes the play, makes the throw, and an impressive little scoop there from Larson. Christian's throw was a little low there, but Larson makes the play no problem for out number 2. Brings us now to Addie Law, .333 hitter on the year. Quick math for you, she gets a hit about 1 in every 3 at-bats as she fouls one off there for 0-1. Oh, one pitch there, misses the corner for 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here to Addie Law. Brady Kreger inside the circle for the Rebels, and Kendra Casey behind the dish. 1-1 pitch there, driven into foul territory for 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes here now to Addie Law, trying to stay alive at the plate with 2 outs. Just low there for 2-2 now. 2s across the board. Two pitch, driven foul. Two pitch here, hit hard, foul again. Wolverines trying to stay alive here, home half of the 4th. As Kreger settles back inside the circle here, another 2-2 pitch here on the way. Upstairs, 3-2 now to Laddie Law. 3-2 pitch on the way. And that one in the dirt, ball 4. So Law is going to reach first safely on a walk. With Frankie Allender, the catcher, comes to the plate here, 265 hitter on the year. And we'll see what she can do with a runner on first over there and 2 outs on the board. Pitch just misses the corner there, 1-0. One and 0 turns to 2-0. That one pitch upstairs for 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here to Frankie Allender. Kreger trying to find the zone here, and she does. Puts one right down the pipe for 2-1 now. See if she can even things up here. Two-one pitch. Fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Frankie Allender. Addie Law over there at first. As Kreger settles back inside the circle here, pitch on the way. That one, little soft hit grounder too short. Smith fields it, makes the throw to Larson to retire the side. So still not much going on for the Wolverines. They still trail it 3-0 here. We'll go to the top half of the 5th. This is Carter Norris with Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll take a short break and be right back with the action. And we are right back here in Correctionville, where it will be back to the top of the lineup here for the Rebels. Bryn Weber leading things off here for them. 481 hitter on the year, and like I mentioned previously, top 3 spots here in the order. Very powerful, very dangerous. Little slap hitter leaves one to short. Throw on the way to Get. She dropped it over there at first. Wasn't sure if she was going to make it there anyway, as the leadoff hitter is aboard. You see a lot of teams do that stopping, and it helps for Weber when you're that speedy. Wouldn't be surprised to see her take off here, as she does. The throw on the way, but no chance. Weber far too quick. She reaches second safely on the steal. In fact, she could steal third if she wanted to with that kind of speed. Brady Kreger, the pitcher here at the plate, facing a 1-0 count. She's a 447 hitter on the year. Got some power to her. Lays down a bunt. And it is caught by Pride. Just kind of popped right up in the air, and that could have been trouble there for the Rebels if Weber decided to get a little aggressive on the bags. Lucky for them, she did not. Leads us now to Kendra Casey. The catcher had that 2-run home run back in the first inning. 500 hitter on the year. Average trending upwards now after tonight. See what she can do here with a runner in scoring position and 1 down. First pitch missed low there for 1-0. The 1-0 on the way, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bryn Weber over there at second, certainly in scoring position with the speed that we've already witnessed. But it's up to Kendra Casey to try and put a ball in play and send her on her way. 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses the corner there for 2-1 now. One lifted into shallow center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. As Weber thought about heading over there to home, but she's going to be a little conservative over there and stay right there at third. As Kendra had a double there, she now is at second. So just like that, the Rebels have got runners at second and third and just one out. As there is a little grounder over there from Johansson. That's going to go past the first baseman. And that's going to score not one, but 2 runs for the Rebels as they are trying to break this thing open. And that has got to sting the Wolverines, as what should have probably been a little ground out there for Berkeley Johansson turns into a 2-run RBI triple. The law now obviously not called that, but an error. But she now waits at third as Christensen gives the ball a ride to left field. And it is now 6-0. Rebels breaking this thing open in this top half of the fifth. Brings us now to Presley Peterson, the right fielder. Plays right, bats left. 381 hitter on the year, trying to lay down a bunt. She's going to pull it back. Runner breaks for second. Throw on time, but not in the right spot. So just like that, the Rebels with another run in scoring position, and they have shown their base runners have some speed to burn. Little bunt laid down here by Peterson, but going to lay it foul. So just like that, it's 0-2 here now to her. With Morgan Christian over there in scoring position at second. 0-2 pitch here on the way to Pry. That one grounded to third. Law the throw in time. They got her at first. But Christian's going to make it over there to third. So if she wasn't in scoring position before, certainly is now. 2 outs here now on the board. Christian's over at third. With Avery Wilson, the DP, coming to the plate. Couple of ground outs for her. She sends one right back to Law, who makes the long throw to first to retire the side. So Rebels expand upon their lead. They now lead at 6-0. We'll go to the home half of the fifth. See how the Wolverines respond. I'm Carter Norris, and we'll be right back after this short break. And we are right back to the action here in Correctionville. It will be J.C. Jacobson leading things off for the Wolverines in this home half of the fifth. 9-spot hitter for the Wolverines. 339 hitter on the year. Bats right, steps into the plate here. Krager still inside the circle for the Rebels. That one misses just low there for 1-0. as Wolverines are in dire need of some base runners. Still a goose egg on the board, and a lot of that has been due thanks to Brady Krager inside the circle in this tremendous Rebel defense, as the 1-0 misses away for 2-0. 2-0 pitch right down Broadway for 2-1 now to Jacobson. We've seen a lot of this tonight. Krager kind of will fall behind on some batters, but just work her way right back to him as the 2-1 is lifted into right field, where Presley Peterson will cover some ground and make the grab for out number 1 here in this home half of the 5th. Back to the top of the lineup here now for the Wolverines with Maya Dossel striding into the plate. .311 hitter on the year. A couple of walks for her tonight. Center fielder here for the Wolverines. She watches one bounce in the dirt there for 1-0. Couple of walks for Dossel tonight. As the 1-0 pitch catches the corner there to even the count up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here now to Maya Dossel with no runners on. The 1-1 is swung on in, missed for strike 2. So now if you're Dossel, you've got to protect the plate here. Krager has shown she's going to come after you. 1-2 pitch misses the corner just by a hair there. Could have gone either way. Instead, it's 2-2 now. Pitch on the way here from Krager. That one and a little outside for 3-2. And we've got a full count here to Maya Dossel, center fielder here for the Wolverines. Takes a couple practice swings, steps back in the box. Big pitch coming here. Krager to Dossel, fouled back. We've seen a lot of that tonight. Full counts, 0-2s, 1-2s, you name it. Both sides protecting the plate, fouling off balls, and doing what they can with their backs up against the wall. As the 3-2 pitch comes in, and it is a high fly ball to shallow left. Johansson covers some ground, makes the grab for out number 2. And that brings us now to Alana Getch, right fielder here for the Wolverines. .466 hitter on the year. Hasn't had too much going tonight, though. Had a single back in that first inning. First pitch to her, just outside that upper right corner there for 1-0. Strike zone has been tight, but Krager pounding the zone nevertheless. 1-0 pitch swung on in, missed there. Evens the count up at 1 apiece. One pitch driven into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. As Getch rounds first, gives it a look, going to stay over there. We've seen a lot from that, the Rebels tonight. Quick recovery, and they're not giving up any extra base hits. Any ball that touches the outfielder, they get to it quick, and they get the ball right back in the infield. And the Wolverines have got some aggressive base runners, but not much going on for them tonight, as this Rebels defense has been honed in. So that brings us now to Izzy Deeds as she check swings at one in the dirt. They're going to say, looks like she went there for 0-1. 0-1 pitch, runner breaks, but fouled off. So now if your Deeds in here at the plate, you got to protect. 0-2 count to her. Run over there on first, and that is Getch. Pitch on the way here from Krager. That one, little grounder, and that's going to go right through the legs of Morgan Christian over at short. And that is going to put runners at the corners here with 2 down. Getch thought about making an attempt to send her home there, but she's going to pause up over there at third. And just like that, the Wolverines have got runners at the corners here and 2 down, with Maddie Thomas coming to the plate, the shortstop for the Wolverines. .226 hitter on the year. Watches one catch the corner there for 0-1. Wolverines have had base runners tonight, but just have not had anything to hang their hat on when there are runners in scoring position, as the 0-1 just misses upstairs there for 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch here now on the way to Thomas. Upstairs. That runner broke over there to second. Now, manager going to come out here and have a little bit of a word with his pitcher. See what he's going to tell her here. He comes back to the dugout now. Wolverines have got Getch over there at third. And Deeds at second. 2-1 pitch is fouled off for 2-2 now. And just like that, we've got twos across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Maddie Thomas, and 2 runners on base. Over at second and third. Big pitch coming here from Kreger. She settles in. Pitch on the way. Fouled off again. Thomas staying alive here at the plate. Trying to drive some of these runs in, and that's been the Wolverines' problem all evening. As I mentioned, they've had base runners, but just have not been able to capitalize and drive them in. As Thomas has an RBI opportunity here. 2-2 pitch. Upstairs for 3-2 now. So if you're Thomas, you got to be thinking base hit or walk. And if you're Kreger, you're just trying to strike her out with 2 outs on the board. Big pitch coming here. 3-2. Kreger to Thomas. In the dirt, ball 4. As the catcher zings it over to Jacobson at third, trying to catch her napping. Just beat it by half a step. But now the Wolverines have got the bases loaded and 2 outs. And a big opportunity here from Claudia Pry to maybe try and get the Wolverines back in this thing. They've trailed the whole way. First pitch to Pry, fouled off. Pry's got 2 strikeouts on the night. Kreger's probably trying to do some more of the same to her here. So we'll see what Pry can do here with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The 0-1 turns to 0-2 now. She fouls it straight back. And now if you're Pry, you got to protect the plate here. Don't want to go down on strikes. Pry, a .385 hitter on the year, so certainly capable. But she's got to protect the plate here. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed strike 3. Her 3rd strikeout of the night, as the Wolverines will have to leave 3 runners on the bases. And that has been the trend for them tonight. As the Rebels still lead at 6-0. We'll go to the top half of the 6th. I'm Carter Norris with Fuller Digital Solutions, and we'll be right back after this short break. And we are right back to the action here in Correctionville. Top half of the 6th, and it will be Hallie Larson leading things off here for the Rebels. .267 hitter on the year, 8-spot hitter in the lineup. First pitch on the way to her, and it's in the dirt for 1-0. The 1-0, little grounder to Law. She fields it, makes the throw for the out number 1. Got her by about half a step there. A little soft grounder over to Law. Had to wait for it to come to her. She picks it up and guns it over there, showing off her strong arm. So now it will be Natalie Larson coming to the plate here. .421 hitter on the year, bats the 9 spot. She's going to send the first pitch she sees right to Izzy Deeds at second. who makes the toss to Getch at first for out number 2. Quick move in half inning here as we've got 2 outs on the board already, but we're back to the top of the lineup now with Bryn Weber, the center fielder. So we've seen her all over the bases tonight. 481 hitter on the year. Bats left, likes the slap at it, shows off her speed. Let's see if she does it here, as that one misses way outside for 1-0. The 1-0 pitch, grounder to short. Thomas tries to make the field, had the dive for it. Couldn't quite make it back to her feet. As Weber reaches first safely with the 2-out single. Brings us now to Brady Kreger, the pitcher. 447 hitter on the year, so she is a dual threat for the Rebels. Let's see what she can do here. Runner goes on the way. The throw, not on the mark. So just like that, Weber certainly in scoring position over there at second with the powerful Brady Kreger at the plate. Left-handed batter here. First pitch misses upstairs. It's 2-0 now. Here to Kreger. Fakes the bunt. Weber, like she went off there trying to steal third. Instead, she changed her mind about halfway through, made it back to second. But it will now be 3-0 here to Brady Kreger, the pitcher. See if the bat comes off the shoulders here or not. Trying to lay down a bunt, pulls it back. Finds the zone for 3-1 now. Just like that, we've got a hitter's count now to Kreger. 3-1 count. Weber over there at second. Pitch on the way in the dirt, ball 4. Brings us now to Kendra Casey, the catcher here for the Rebels. Leads the team in batting average at .500. Had that 2-run home run back in the first inning to really get this thing started for the Rebels. See what she can do here with runners on first and second and 2 down. First pitch to Pry is driven into right, but foul. Getch giving it good chase, but to no avail. Would have taken Usain Bolt to get to that one. So it'll be 0-1 here now to Kendra Casey. Pitch driven into right. See if Getch can make the play, and she does to retire the side. So not much going on. Rebels leave 2 runners on. Now we will go to the home half of the 6th. Rebels still lead it here 6-0. This is Carter Norris with Fuller Digital Solutions. We'll be right back after a short break. We are right back to the action here in Correctionville. Bottom half of the 6th, and it will be Addison Getch leading things off for the Wolverines. First baseman here for the lineup. Bats here in the 6th spot. 231 hitter on the air. See what she can do here. First pitch there a little bit low from Kreger for 1-0. 1-0 goes right down Broadway to even up the count at 1 apiece. Little grounder right back to Kreger, makes the play, makes the throw to Larson for the first out of the half inning. Brings us now to Addie Law, third baseman, .333 hitter on the year. See what she can do now with the Wolverines in a bit of a hole here, trailing by 6 runs with 1 out on the board in this bottom half of the 6th. First pitch on the way in the dirt there from Kreger for 1-0. 1-0, swung on and missed for 1-1 now. One pitch up and away for 2-1 now here to Addie Law. Two-one pitch here incoming from Kreger. One foul tip straight back. Evens the count up at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here to Addie Law. Brady Kreger still inside the circle for the Rebels. Kendra Casey behind the dish. 2-2 pitch here on the way. At 1. Little grounder over to second. Smith can't haul it in. And Law is going to reach first on an error. Brings us now to Frankie Allender, .265 hitter on the year. Plays catcher, see what she can do with a runner on first and 1 down as she watches a cold strike go by her there for 0-1. Little grounder right back to Kreger, picks it up, makes the throw for out number 2. Move to Law, however, over to second, puts her possibly in scoring position. But now the Wolverines have got 2 outs on the board with the 9-spot hitter here, J.C. Jacobson. Bats .339 on the year, coming to the plate. See what she can do here now with 2 down and a runner in Law over there at second. Pitch on the way, right down the pipe from Kreger for 0-1. As Kreger continues to hit her spots here late in this 6th inning. 0-1, swung on in, missed it 1 in the dirt there. It's 0-2 now, so if you're Jacobson, you got to protect the plates. The 0-2 on the way, fouled back. Nice job to protect there from Jacobson. It will remain 0-2 here. Pitch on the way. 1 sent straight up and back, foul. So now it's still 0-2 here to J.C. Jacobson. Trying to protect the plate. Kreger steps in. Pitch here on the way. That one driven to second. That's going to go right off her foot. And that's going to send a run home. And Jacobson picks up the RBI there for the Wolverines. Sends that runner from Law all the way home. And the Wolverines are finally on the board here in this home half of the 6th. Credit Jacobson with the 1-run RBI single. Brings us back now to the top of the lineup with Maya Dossel, She watches one miss up and away there for 1-0. 1-0 pitch fouled back for 1-1 now. One ball, 1 strike here to Maya Dossel, the leadoff hitter for the Wolverines. She's got Jacobson over there at first. 2 outs on the board. 1-1 pitch on the way upstairs for 2-1 now. 2-1, driven straight back. Evens the count up now at 2-2 to Dossel. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Maya Dossel, leadoff hitter for the Wolverines. Run over there at first, that's Jacobson. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, strike 3. As Kreger continues to pitch a very well performance. So we will now go to the top half of the 7th, where the Rebels will try to add some insurance runs on their lead. They still lead at 6-1. I'm Carter Norris. This is Fuller Digital Solutions, and we'll be right back after a short break. We are right back to the action, and it will be Berkeley Johansson trying to add some insurance runs onto the Rebels' lead here. 372 hitter on the year. First pitch coming here from Pry in the dirt, 1-0. One-0 pitch here on the way. Outside for 2-0 now. Two-0 pitch turns to 3-0 now after the upstairs ball there from Pry. See if she can find the zone here. Pitch. Driven up and straight into shallow left. And Thomas just dropped it out there in foul territory. Couldn't quite come up with a play. It'll go down just as a foul ball. 3-1 now. Hitters count to Berkeley Johansson. Pitch on the way. Driven foul for 3-2 now. Full count here to the leadoff batter of this top half of the 7th in Berkeley Johansson. Three-two pitch. Skied up into the infield. Pry makes the grab for the first out of the inning. Brings us now to Morgan Christian, the shortstop here for the Rebels. 300 hitter on the year. See what she can do here with 1 out and no runners aboard. First pitch on the way here from Pry. That one swung on and missed for strike 1. Good pitch there from Pry. Dialed one up right inside the zone. The 0-1. Swing and a miss at a high one there from Christian for 0-2 now. Oh, 2 pitch now on the way. Pry looking for a strikeout. Christian looking to put it in play. On the way. One in the dirt instead for 1-2 now. One-two pitch on the way. Fouled back. Count remains 1-2 now. One-two pitch on the way. Swung on in, missed for strike 3. Drop third strike. Allender sends it over to first for out number 2. Brings us now to Presley Peterson. Right fielder here for the Rebels, 381 hitter. She watches one miss up and away there for 1-0. 1-0 pitch, trying to lay down a bunt. She does. Instead, it will be foul. And look there, like she laid a bunt and then hit the bat then. I believe that goes down as an out. And they are going to call it that. Rebels coach saying not so fast, but umpires very rarely change their mind. So we will now go to the bottom half of the 7th. Wolverines may be down to their final 3 outs. I'm Carter Norris. This is Fuller Digital Solutions, and we'll be right back after a short break. We are right back to the action here. Wolverines may be down to their last 3 outs. As it will be Elena Getch leading things off here for the Wolverines. She watches one ding right by her there for 0-1. The 0-1 pitch just misses the corner, evens the count up at 1 apiece now. One ball, 1 strike to Getch here. That one up and away there for 2-1 now. 2-1 pitch now on the way. Upstairs there for 3-1 now. Hitters count here now to Elena Getch. 3-1 upstairs. And Getch is going to reach first safely with a walk. Brings us now to Izzy Deeds, 4-spot hitter here for the Wolverines. 491 on the year. See what she can do here as they try to rally. She fouls one back for 0-1. One on its way here to Izzy Deeds. She drives it into center field. But nice play there from Bryn Weber to track it down. As she is speedy and she shows off the wheels there, tracking down what surely I assumed was going to be a base hit. Instead, it's 1 out. Brings us now to Maddie Thomas. See what she can do here with a runner on first and 1 down. First pitch to her misses the corner for 1-0. The 1-0, a little blooper, and that's going to go right over the shortstop's head. And the outfielders have a little bit of trouble with it, and that's going to put now runners at second and third with just 1 out. As Thomas delivers a little blooper there. And just like that, the Wolverines have got 2 runners potentially in scoring position with 1 out on the board as Claudia Pry comes to the plate with a big opportunity here. First pitch fouled back. Oh for 1, swung on and missed for strike 2. See what Pry can do here now. Facing an 0-2 count. 1 out on the board. Runners at second, third. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. As Pry gets set down on strikes again. Puts 2 outs on the board here, and Wolverines are down to their final 3 strikes. As Addison Getch comes to the plate now. First pitch. Gonna just foul it off. So now it's 0-1. Marines potentially down to their final out here. Getch trying to prevent that. 0-1 pitch here now on the way. Just misses the corner there, evens the count up at 1 apiece. Jacobson at third, Thomas at second. Kreger's pitch on the way. Driven hard down the first base line. Foul. Counts now 1-2, and now if you're Getch, you got to protect. As Kreger looks for a strikeout. 1-2 pitch here on the way. One little grounder. Fielded, the throw in time. Smith had a little trouble with it over there at second, but makes the toss nonetheless, and that's going to wrap it up here in Correctionville. Rebels come away with a win, winning this one 6-1. And just like that, the Wolverines will now drop to 12-8 on the year as the Rebels go to a 12-4 record. Not too much to say tonight, except the Rebels just played overall very well. I mean, what can you really say? Kreger pitched a nice performance, and the bats weren't too bad either. And kind of story stays kind of the same for the Wolverines, just not really able to get it going on the offensive side of the ball. When they get down early, it's really tough for them to come back. So that's going to wrap it up here in Correctionville. Rebels get the win 6-1. We apologize once again for the technical difficulties with the camera. But that's going to do it here tonight. I'm Carter Norris. This is Fuller Digital Solutions. Special thanks to our sponsors. Have a good night, folks.